The Parents as Teachers program helps provide support and parenting tools to families all through Arizona to ensure that their children are hitting key developmental milestones. And to learn more about the program, we welcome Deanna Carpenter from the Arizona Children's Association. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right, the Parents as Teachers program. What are we talking about here?
So the Parents as Teachers program is a grant-funded program. It's funded, each state is funded differently. Here in Arizona, it's funded through First Things First, which is the state initiative for early childhood education. And with that program, we serve parents and caregivers birth to 5. So we have a prenatal program. We work with moms prenatally. And we also work with parents with young children, kind of going through and making sure that, you know, they're meeting their milestones. We bring an activity into the home and kind of work with the parents on how to engage their child and how to play and all of the fun things that we get to do as parents.
And it's free. It's a free in-home service,
Yep,
correct?
it's completely free. It's grant funded, so there is no income requirement. All you have to do is live within the zip codes of the program. You can go to arizonachildren.org and to click on the Parents as Teachers, and there you'll be directed. You can put in your zip code. You can also go through it through the First Things First website as well. And it'll let you know which programs are near you and how you can get services, and they're like completely free, like I said, and it's just a matter of where you live. We have the Parents as Teachers program here in the Valley. We serve the Maryville area, Phoenix North, Phoenix South, and the East Valley, so Mesa, Gilbert, Queen Creek.
And I know you talk about building confidence and gaining parenting skills and using tools to gain those skills. Give us an example.
Well, for instance, you know, as you know, parents, when you first have a child, you know, you wish it came with an instruction book, right? So we're just kind of that extra support for the parents. So we kind of, you know, give them, we're like their own personal cheerleader. So sometimes there's parents that just want to make sure, like, hey, is this normal? My child is doing X, Y, and Z. Is this what's supposed to be happening? Is this, you know, I need help with potty training. What does that look like for me? Can you help me with that? So we kind of touch on a bunch of different areas. The program is great because it works on building parental confidence. So just to give parents an extra boost in, you know, working with their kids and kind of how they can facilitate that in a fun and exciting way.
Yeah. And also detecting early health concerns, I would imagine, be part of this?
Yeah. So we do developmental screenings as part of the program. So we make sure that the children are meeting their milestones. If there is a developmental delay or issue, we do refer out. We give a lot of referrals for different services and work together with families to kind of help with that. We also do hearing and vision screenings, so we can kind of make sure if there's any issues with that. I know that we've caught a lot of different things versus, you know, developmental delays versus like temporary hearing loss. If a child needed to get a temporary hearing aid for services, I've had that happen. We've had a lot of issues, you know, speech development is a big thing, and so we work with parents on how to engage their children with their speech.
It sounds to me like this is a way to make sure the kids are ready to go when they're ready to go to school, right? Once they get to that first class, first grade, kindergarten, or whatever it is, it sounds like this is a way to make sure they're ready.
Yes, yeah, that's the great thing about the program is we help prepare for kindergarten. So that's kind of, you know, those steps along the way. We talk about those transitions. When a child turns 5 and goes to kindergarten, they graduate our program. So it's been fun this last year that I've been able to see that with a few of the kiddos of the families that I serve. We typically have a caseload of 25 families that we work with in all areas, and so just kind of helping them and supporting them.
And at how early an age would you start?
We start as soon as they're born.
Really? So you're really, it's really that early, huh?
Yeah, we do get a lot of referrals from the hospital, and we do get some pediatricians. It's kind of word of mouth. That's why I'm here talking about the program, just so we can get the word out there for parents to know that it's available to them and just have that extra support. You know, we focus on early literacy and reading and how to, you know, interact with your child and do those fun voices, you know, when you read a book, and just kind of making sure that, you know, all of those things are touched on.
I would imagine that all of these things that you touch on helps prevent things like child abuse and child neglect. That doesn't happen when this stuff happens.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a lot of screenings that we do. So we screen parents. We talk a lot about mental health, physical health. So the great thing also about the program is we serve the family as a whole. So we're going in and kind of, I love it because it's one-on-one. I get to go in with a family and build that rapport with them and build that relationship where they, trust me as a trusted person in their life. And so we talk about all of those things and how to help them and if they're struggling in a certain area.
Yeah.
So
sounds very rewarding.
Yeah.
It has to be something.
No, for sure.
Yeah. You go home and I think you did a good job. Huh?
Yes, that is true. That is true. It's a great field to be in. Early childhood is my passion. I love birth to 5. It's one of my favorite age groups. I'm still working on my teenagers, so.
But birth, yeah, well, teenagers are over there. But birth to 5, I mean, that's such an important time. Studies have shown how important that is.
Yeah. We hear a lot from research that, everything a child learns, they're going to learn by the age of 5 because they really are sponges. And along with that, we talk a lot about all of the things, that we can teach. And the main thing about the program that I tell parents all the time is the importance of play. We talk about how you don't have to have a ton of fancy toys or the latest gadgets to be able to teach your children things. What they really need is you and your time and just interacting with them and playing.
Where do you get more information on this?
So you can go to our website, arizonaschildrens.org, or you can search on First Things First, where the Parents as Teachers program.
All right, Parents as Teachers program. Deanna Carpenter, good luck with the program. It sounds
Awesome.
great. Good luck with those teenagers.
Yeah, thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks.